It's a foot race to the corner. We'll look for Girton to fill in the lanes on the back post, but that 50-50 ball won there by Fernando Figueroa. That ball will go out of bounds, and South, with the great defensive play by Figueroa, will get possession, and they are once again on the move. And now at midfield circle, and a whistle there. So they're going to get direct lead.
Turn off the sportscast all.
Yeah. Down some free kick here for Bishop Girton.
Up on the screen. I'll take it over.
I just didn't hit go live. That's what I need.
We'll see if they can muster anything on the offensive ends. That ball, line drive, just short of the box. Girton retains possession. He'll quickly get it out to the side. Looking to make things happen. Cross field, onsides is the play. Looking for a backside crosser. Nothing there. There it is. And that ball swallowed up by the goaltender for Nashua South, Leo Pico. Dangerous play there, well set up by Bishop Girton as they went cross and then back to the middle. Give and go action. Great play there. At midfield. Control now to the Panthers with that 1-0 lead. Looking for a little give and go, a little game of triangles here. Girton marking up number 23 that time, Jadiel Baumfin. They look like they had a double mark on it. As that ball will be raced into the corner, past the goal line for a goal kick. 1-0 Heat. Good control there by the Panthers, working it around. It'll stay on the near side. Again, you see the things operating in triangles. There's a nice move there by Bumpy, and he is going to find the middle. Great defensive play there. There is a call. That's going to go against the Purple Panthers, so free kick forthcoming for the Cardinals. We mentioned Bishop Girton. Nashua South coming in with a 6-1 record, while Girton comes in with a 2-4 record. We'll skip in just a minute, but they had the numbers. The play was onside, and they seem to like something on that left side. They had a couple of opportunities here in the last couple of minutes to make something happen from that left side. The midfielder, or rather maybe the center forward, had an opportunity there to make something happen. Great play there now. Now Girton controlling the action. Play is onside. It's going to be a good one. A great play there. Once again, the aggressive goaltending by Leo Pico. Goal kick forthcoming. Girton seems to have found something that's working for them. Well, they're working those sides. Pico's kick's going to be taken there. Girton getting possession back. 50-50 ball taken by Girton. In the early going, it was all Nashua South with control of the ball. Now Girton kind of flexing their skills a little bit here. As you look for a backside cross at some point, there it is. What a save there by Capico. And that ball went in. We are locked up at one. Capico mistimed his jump. That didn't have enough English on it where the ball went in. 1-1. Misplay by Capico. And originally I thought the cross was going to be covered up. It turns out the kick from the side went in on its own. We are locked up here, 1-1.
Hang on.
I'll be right there. And now Girton.
I had here. I just needed the number. Okay.
Forcing the action.
Pull up the one without
the control here. Look for South to reverse it, and they do, but stolen there by Girton. Headed there by Girton. South will get possession back. So these, oftentimes, these rivalry games, you can throw those records out the window. As dominant as South has been in the early going, they had time of possession on their side and possession of the ball most of the time. Girton, in the last 5 minutes, as this ball kicked too far ahead, it was on sides, I believe. Nope, it was not. Judgment call there. The only judgment that matters is that of the official. So, Burton send this one right. Picked up there by South. Great play by Burton to steal the ball back there. That was Hummer, excuse me. It was a nice play on the ball. We've got a foot race now down the right side. Coming by South. Tom King mentioned the depth of that Nashua South team as we look to see if one's going to be cleared here. And he's just going to lose possession there. A little bit of English on that ball, and Julian Correa Estrada couldn't control it. Ravon Singh now on the ball. Into the middle, probably look to reverse it here. Taken off the ball there. Nice marking done by Ryan Haduche. Ryan's name correctly. Apologize if I mispronounced it. Good play nevertheless by Ryan. Here, Burton winning the majority of these 50-50 balls. Second part of this first half. Probably look to reverse field here. Kelly kicked it in the ball game control there. We got a foot race. A dangerous one at that. Pressing the issue there was Rory Olson.
Could you turn off sportscast? I don't have control of it.
And again, doing that 50-50. On Singh. He'll cross it. You got something going up the side, back to the middle. Now they're forcing the issue. They have some numbers. Taking off the ball there. Great defensive play by Fernando Figueroa. The South will get possession back. Ill-advised pass through the middle, stolen once again by Girton. And now looking for Cross. Got the numbers. The shot cross save there. Real Pico made a good save, and after thinking he'd getting a little air under that ball, the backside crossing at the post would have been open. Still watch up here. 1-1 from Stellar Stadium. FC rivalry game between the home team Bishop Girton visiting Nashua South Public Panthers. Both teams use this as their home field. Nashua South going left to right. White uniforms, Girton, yellow and green. Possession taken by the goaltender there. And the lefty will kick it. It'll get taken. Good possession on the ball. Looked like Glenn Singh undercut that ball. May have had a chance if he had stayed over the top. South regaining possession, control. Daniel Miranda now. Send that ball up the side. Foot race to the left corner. Ball out of bounds. Looks like South will retain possession with the throw. Interesting in soccer, time still running even though play has stopped, and they will add time on at the end of the half. The officials' discrepancy. So, South loses possession there. Take it in the box. Keep it. Starting with the possession. Here we go. And nice, it started out as a give and go, but it looked like they had it just, again, some English in the ball, kept it going opposite the player, so. That's a spin. Hustle, that's going to be a throw-in for South. It will be. Bumpy enforcing the action now. He's got a throw in. See what play South has designed. Ethan Amata got almost triple marked there by the Cardinals. South pressed, they would have had an opportunity if they had possession. Again, the name of the game here is possession and winning those 50-50 balls. See if South tries to play in the triangle or if they'll cross court. Stolen and Brett Singh will take it. He's got something working. This play is onside. Just a bit much trying to get the number there. It looked like, I wasn't sure if that was Sean Kelly or Miguel. I want to make sure I said that name right. Hard to the white numbers on the Girton yellow jerseys. That shot and a great save there. Great job by the goalkeeper for Girton. He gets things started, but again, South now gets possession, gives it back to Girton. You can notice the triangles here. The game is played in triangles, forward or backwards. It always seems to be a three-man game going on here. See if Girton tries to reverse field, and they do. South now with possession. They got a chance. No foul there is Bumpy has possession. He tries a crosser, and that's going to be a goal. And a great pass there by Bumpy as it was taken on the far side of the post in a foot race. Play started off on sides and ended that way. As South will make a handful of substitutions. Looks like we have coming in Jeremy Melendez, Christian Colum, Juna Hantula, and I think that was Julian Correa Estrada, I believe. So Girton gets possession. Here we go, backwards to go forwards. And game there, well done by the Cardinals. They will retain possession, I believe. So 2-1 now. The Purple Panthers on top. Great pass to the far post, knocked home. Once again, Girton had some good defensive play there to thwart the South attack. Looks like South will probably try to reverse field here. Set things back up. For the far sideline, there it is. Well played by South. You can see that one coming from up here. On the attack now. That was Jose Ochoa. He crosses it, nobody there. But a great read there by Bumpy as he hit Ochoa down the right side. Girton defenders got caught, both of them in no man's land, trying to mark Bumpy. And he took advantage of it. Nice slide tackle there. Girton retains possession. We're going to have a change in net. Doing a great job controlling that ball, and if you look at that 2-1 lead, South maybe changing things up a little bit and dropping more people back on defense to protect that lead, and that's oftentimes why the games can remain so low scoring, because the team that's on top changes their philosophy and drop more back to defend. Of course, that's just one person's thought. That's why I sit up here. I want to remind the audience that due to a conflict with the school board meeting tonight, tonight's live girls soccer game will be on Government TV 16 at 7 p.m. So the girls soccer game will be on TV 16 at 7 p.m. because of the conflict with the school board meeting. The Panthers break things out now. That play is onside. In a foot race there was Maximiliano Lopez. He won that race. However, ball taken on the far side now by Gertie. They'll retain possession and set something up. They have a streaker on the far side, but he was double marked there. Pico will get the ball. Roll it back into play as the Panthers look to reverse field. They like this side. They get that give and go operating. See if they try for that same play. Isaiah Cho with the throw-in. Gets it back. His positioning there by Bumpy. He's got it. Marked by 2. And he goes down looking for a whistle. He won't get it. Play there by Lopez. So the hustle points here, getting possession. Trip. Kick now from Burton. I'll tell you, I live for the corner kicks. I'd love to see a corner kick at some point. Off the header now, Nashua South comes back the other way, has a man on the flank. See if he gives it up, he does. Now we'll look to the far side cross and left, see if he can hit him. He tried to, picked up late there. Good intention by number 20, Christian Colum. Not enough mustard on that hot dog. It was picked off in the middle by Girton. But once again, South getting that 50-50 ball, making things interesting, forcing the action. That ball will be kicked out of play. Choa now. We'll do the honors. And again, double mark there is bomb feed. And if you're Nashua South, you have to think, okay, if they're going to double mark, someone should be cutting to the goal. Somebody should be open. Easier said than done, obviously, when you have good markers. Taken there and played by Drew Antula. And that ball will go wide of the goal mouth. The goal kick forthcoming for Gert. 2-1 here. First half action. Bishop Girton versus Nashua South. We've gone back and forth. The goals. North scored the first one. Girton tied things up. Missed an opportunity to take the lead, and then South put one home. Give us that 2-1 score that we have now. Cho plays it back. And again, 3 markers there on Estrada. Estrada looking to get things set back up in the middle. We'll see if we can get it to the sides. Good control here by the Panthers. Well designed, well set up. As we get a streaker down the side, we'll see if he binds him. He does. Good recovery there by Gert, but South still keeping possession. So real good recognition by the Purple Panthers. The Cardinals on their heels a little bit. Now the Cardinals trying to press and make something happen. Game here between the 30s. See if this yields anything for Nashua South. See if they'll try to reverse field or get things set up. The long team was calling for the ball. An aggressive play there by Rory Olson. Good body position. They get the foul, so it looks like South will have free kick. Indirect here. Let's see. Depends on what the call was. Bumping now. See a mad rush towards the goal by South, defended in front by the lead wall with Girton. Bonfim drills a left footer from about 20 yards out. That one goes wide for a goal kick. Scoreboard now operating. No time on the clock, but the score is up and running. They're trying to attack the flank there. South is up to the task of defending it. We'll look to reverse it here. And they do. There he is on the sideline again. Well done by Bonfim, just finding that crosser. That's where you make your hay in soccer, is up and down those sides on those give and go passes and those crossers. Girton now pushing the action. Got the numbers here. Just giving it away there. Nice steal there by 6. Cairns had the ball. Was it Cairns? I don't know. Looks like that was number 9, Colin McCarthy. He'll go down. They keep coming up here for the Cardinals. McCarthy had possession, was knocked down on the play. He can take here by Zachary Morris. Big senior will send things in towards the box. That rainmaker from Nashua South gathered there. Possession back to Girton, back to South. Once again, Girton very aggressive to mark defensively 2 and sometimes even 3 players. Obviously, you have to believe that Coach Ruck has done his homework. Coming from the far side for the Cardinals. And a good one there. Nobody at the back post, easily scooped up by Pico. I'd like to see that at Girton center forward. Had to rush that back post. I don't know if it was the midfielder or the center forward, regardless. I'd like to see them attack that back post and get the cross in. And as Melendez, he had the ball taken away from him on the side. A great move there. And another. And the crosser. And that's what you want to see. That is a good attack. A little more air under that one. Making things happen as the Panthers quickly reverse the field. I mentioned earlier, these Panthers coming in tonight at 6-1, their lone loss to Pinkerton, a game which they avenged in the next game against Pinkerton. In essence, handball not called there, like it probably should have been. The Girton side was calling for it, but this is play on, so they will. Boucher with his left foot into it, right there at midfield. Again, backwards to go forwards while advancing. Well played there by Nashua South. Play is on sides. Looking for a crosser there. That was in the box, I believe. No call. some more substitutes coming in here. It's like checking back in. We have Santiago Samarosto, Elliot Mason, and Luca Frioni. So it's like a wave. They just keep bringing people in. Our first corner of the afternoon. Hit just a bit long, but gaining possession back. He'll try it again, just from a little deeper, about 10 yards out. A great heading opportunity there. Girton had to defend it, but a great opportunity. And another, and that's going to go wide of the goal. But I'll tell you, before that, it looked like Matthew Kiesling had a great opportunity at a header just in front of the Girton net, and it went wide. So 3 pretty good opportunities there for the Panthers coming off that corner. So you can see that how important those corner kicks are. Getting the ball out. Down 4 there. Ball played back by Frioni. Frioni gets it back to Harush. Played there from Mason. Mason will try to find Samarosto on the side. That ball kept possession. Kiesling tried to keep things going the other way, but and to Tom King's point, you just saw the 3 players that came into this game already touch the ball and make contributions. Then Singh there on the throw-in. He'll give it up to his teammate. Sean Kelly with the throw-in. Play back. Like another handball there that wasn't called. McCarthy sent things in. Into the box it goes and past the goal line. So goal kick forthcoming. 2-1 Nashua South over Girton here in the first half. And we have 24 minutes and 26 seconds now on the clock. So running time, we don't know about extra time as yet. Goal kick forthcoming. Good one. This play is on sides. We have something here with Elliot Mason. Mason getting marked by a pair of Cardinals. And as a result, South has the numbers. Looking for a cross on the back post. Nobody there. But a good aggressive play nevertheless. Girton will reverse field here. Well done there by the Cardinals. They try and force the issue up the right-hand side. Foot race there will be won by Nashua South. A little like Melendez, I believe, on the far side as South looks to reverse the field, and they do. Well-intentioned pass there. That one was meant for some Rostro. Back to Elliot Mason. A scrum down there in the corner. And it appears we are going to have a corner. Best play in all of soccer right here. 6:42 rather. The fastest 20 minutes I've ever seen. So 6:34 and counting here in the first half. That would have been quite a bit of extra time as that ball headed out in front of the net. South with another scoring opportunity. Really forcing the issue. Keeping the pressure on. BG coming in with a record of 2 and 4. Kelly's throw in. At about midfield here. Cardinals will try to reverse it, and they do, and see if they can retain possession on the side. They do. Now they have something brewing. Have to go cross field. Doesn't quite work out for the Cardinals. A good hustle on that 50-50 there, although now taken by Nashua South with the fresh legs. All that early substitution paying off now as all those new names and an onside play and a great header there and a great opportunity for Matt Kiesling. That goes just wide. Beautifully set up play. You see the replay there. Kiesling went in the net. Unfortunately, the ball did not. So still 2-1 South, but a great job of attacking the net and playing in that triangle. Girton opened up with a pair of losses to Merrimack, 3-1 and 1-0. And we mentioned that 6-1 loss to Bedford. That's really the only lopsided game they've played thus far. They beat Nashua North 3-0 and 2-1. And they lost Trinity 2-0. I don't know if they played Trinity a second time. There's no scoring in HIAAA.org. So Sean Kelly now with a two-hand overhead throw. He does. See what Girton can do with it. Good clear. He kind of lost it, so now we've got a little foot race. No handball. Play on. Another foot race. Kiesling, and when you have these 50-50 balls, the chances are it's going to go to the team that has the better legs and is more fresh, and right now that is Nashua South. And some scoring opportunities that come by people coming off the bench, as Tom King said earlier. Talent up and down the roster here for these Panthers. Panthers opened up their season with a couple of wins over National, 3-0 and 2-0. That loss I mentioned earlier, 2-0, and then avenging that 3-1. A couple of wins over Auburn, 2-0, 3-0. And then the Merrimack game, as was canceled due to the COVID-19. But they played the second of those two games, and Nashua South won 2-0. Head coach Tom Bellin, assistant coach Dylan Saunders, real pleased, managing their bench real well here in the early going of this one. And a nice give and go there. Panthers retain possession, have something going deep. Little miscommunication there. The ball was just left, and the right hand didn't know what the left was doing, or rather the right foot didn't know what the left was doing. Still in my American football mode here. I've become a big fan of soccer as of late. I probably started really enjoying the game. Believe it or not, the Women's World Cup. That was won on penalty kicks in the Rose Bowl all those years ago. Randy Chastain kicking in that game winner that clinched the World Cup. And that's really when I got the bug for the game. As this ball gets chased down into the corner, foot race, and it's won there by South, but then we'll get possession. Forcing the action, however, is Elliot Mason. He had something going. Oh, a ball that almost trickles by the goalkeeper. And he was lucky because Johnny on the spot there looked like it was Santiago Samarostro who was looking to clean things up. Panthers will reset now in their own end. Good move there. Douche. That ball cleared to the side, going to be won by Melendez. Melendez now trying to force it. We'll see if he keeps going and gets it back. He does. A two-man game did not yield the results they wanted, but you can see what the Panthers are trying to do here. Backwards to go forwards. Looks like the Panthers will reverse field. Trying to set things up going the other way. Nice pass there. Good recognition by Juna Antula. Again, it's a game of possession. You play keep away all day long. You have a one-goal lead. You could be content to just stay in this mindset. double mark there. Would have probably liked to have seen Leone head up the side a little bit, but he stays in position, and probably rightfully so. No need to force the issue with a one-goal lead under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Good aggressive play there. South with throw and forthcoming.
Under 30 seconds.
Ryan now, let's see what he can get going. There. That is going to do it for the first half of action from Stello Stadium. Your score, Nashua South 2, Bishop Girton 1. It's a great action in the early going here. And in my estimation, Girton had an opportunity there first 10-15 minutes of the game to take a 2-1 lead, and fortunately couldn't put the biscuit in the basket, South making them pay moments later. All right, well, we will be back with second half action right after this. Neal and the Moving Pictures executive producer, Pete Johnson. And Tom, we had a game of really some lackadaisical effort there.
Not
Right,
great
so
possession,
roll
self-coverage.
Yeah,
roll the line to the
absolutely,
side, and
absolutely.
that keeps the possession.
Yep.
That's what you gotta do against the South team.
And not to mention, Tom, we were talking earlier, they were marking up, they were double teaming the ball quite a bit
Yeah.
and gaining possession that way as well. So
That's good.
we'll start the second half here as South looking to push the ball forward. Play is on sides on the rush there is Dan Miranda. He'll look for a left-footed cross. Brings it in front of the goal mouth. Nothing there, but a good opportunity early going. Looks like Coach Bellin, his words maybe hit home, Tom.
Well, they've got to get faster on the wings. You know, I think they were trying to go down the middle of the field a little bit too much. Like I said, looking for the home run ball. Try to take advantage of the wings and like play you love the cross. You know, and do it that way. And see if you can, because of your depth, he's got a lot of players, as you said, to put in and out of the game. Because of your depth, use it and try to bring the race downfield on the wings and then go to the middle. And I think that's the way that they want to play.
Nashua South now pushing the action. 50-50 ball there, Tom. And again, as you mentioned earlier, scrap the goal kick, keep possession.
Yeah, for Girton, that's what they're doing. They're keeping the possession, they roll to the side either way, just to, and bring it upfield. Rather than kick it to the middle of the field where White Shirt is waiting to head it the other direction.
And when you have good skill, Tom, a lot of times that 50-50 ball is really a 75-25.
Exactly. Here's another chance of turning the wheel and the shot goes high.
And he knew it there, did Max Lopez. He kind of felt it and just gave it a little too much air, but a great play nevertheless.
You see the power of the foot, the agility to make that turn. Lopez already has one goal in this game. He's got the go-ahead goal in a 2-1 game. Just underway here second half.
So he is the difference maker as that ball there.
See, there's a goal
Yeah,
kick.
great example of a goal kick and the possession being taken back by the Panthers.
Exactly. I think that's the way it always works.
And it really comes down to skill, obviously, is being able to retain possession. As they have the numbers down the side there, we'll see what South does with it. Miranda now trying to force the action. That's going to go past the goal line. Probably going to go for see how they play. Hey Tom, I just want to give a quick mention that today is National Community Media Day. It's a day to celebrate local public education and government TV channels, including Access Channel 96, Nashua Government TV 16, and Nashua ETV Channel 99. So happy National Community Media Day. I knew Pete was happy for a reason there. Did they have cake?
I was just going to say, where's our presents? Where's our stuff? Come on, keep some swag. Let's go here. Take something.
I forgot my hat too. I had my channel, my ETV hats in my truck. It's in my truck. I got it at home. It's a 2-1 here, 37 minutes running time, second half. 2-1 South over Girton. Girton ready for the two-hand overhead throwing. And again, there it is, possession by South. Ooh, a dangerous play there. And we'll see if any cards come out. I don't know. No card. Yeah, that was a knee to the gut. I think he was playing the ball, no intent there. Good sportsmanship shown by both sides as free kick forthcoming. Correct, I believe. We'll see what happens on this possession. Again, Eugene comes away with it. We'll see if they reverse the field. They try to. Well played. We'll see if they get anything going up the side. Good individual movement there. But good body play by Nashua South to box him out.
Fundamentally,
Yeah, no question about it. They don't make those positional mistakes. And they understand their spacing quite well. You can see the game within the game, especially there in the first half of the whole going. They had a lot of three-person games going on, and South pushes the action now.
and they can do that. Push the action because they've got the depth. Here comes one that's wide open. See, right leg with the boot, and he's got the up the line.
And Lopez, a great job of footwork, good skill, just a little bit too high. Probably thinking the goal was not regulation like.
Well, I tried to place it.
It was a good one.
I tried to place it. In my mind, you should just let it drop.
The other thing too, Tom, is I would have liked to seen a rush on the backside of the post there from other South players. Should that kick have been a little low with a rebound?
Well, you know what? There was a rebound. They hit off the post.
Yeah,
so they could have had it. You're right. There was no rush.
Is kind of watch him do the playing rather than get involved in the action on the backside. And that's where you saw your first goal was on a cross to the backside and that back post. So. Advancement there for Burton. Owen coming up here.
Spot all day long where players are concerned. Across the field, going across our way, and where we are. And not much is going on there. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And that's the thing you see a lot at the youth soccer level is that ball was played. You played the ball off the man, so that should not be a change of possession, but apparently it's going to be. So here we're throwing it. You see the spacing and how important spacing is and how that comes into play, especially when a team like Girton was trying to double team and mark up 2-1 on the ball. Good cross there by Miranda. Foot race. Coelho will get a shot at it.
Well, he had a great opportunity there, and it kind of developed out of the blue. You know, he kept on that play.
Well, he won the race to the ball.
Exactly. He was going to try to race to it, but Brittany was going to just grab it. And instead, he used his effort to get in there and almost had a goal.
Well, I'm now trying to get something started. He's looking for Lopez, but couldn't get it to him. Burton now on the move. Nice cross there, blocked in play by Miranda. And now Burton continues on the move. Not S, but Thomas Cairns had taken off his shoe. That's a good move there by Hantula trying to reverse direction. Goes back to Miranda. He'll kick it back. So because it was deflected, Capigo could use his hands. Had that ball not been touched by Girton, it would have been a penalty shot. So here we go. South now with possession, trying to keep things, as Tom mentioned, on that far side. Bumping now. He gets it. There's the game of triangles. See if they reverse it. They try to, and they do. Well played here by South. We'll watch the rotation in play. Misplayed by Lopez. Girton on the steal. Girton players really bunched up there, Tom, in the middle.
They have not been able to spray out and get players in space and get some offense going. They had that little flurry about 10 minutes in. Their goal came at around just about the 9-minute mark of the half. 9 minutes in, tie it. And they had some pretty good rushes, some flurries, but nothing that would tell you that they were going to put any sustained pressure on Capico, and they haven't been able to since.
I have to wonder if, as the spacing, as the skill level rises, the spacing becomes greater, I would think. As a result, you create more opportunities.
They have a lot of opportunities.
Yep.
They have a ton of good varsity JV or like a
A
third
sub, yeah.
team, you know,
I saw the roster today online.
and the thing is eventually those numbers that they've had the last 2 years have got to produce something.
Yield some results,
They
right?
really have to.
Nice job there. The ball beam on the side. He'll look to cross it. Opportunity now.
Yeah, good coverage by Britain, did he touch a hand? No.
Estrada with an opportunity there. Great job by Bumpy to kind of get that ball in front of the net. But
The call was where Estrada offside with his body away. I'm not sure.
I don't know how you can call offsides there.
No, I don't either. I wonder what that call must have been. It looked like a few later.
Yeah. Maybe it was a handball, Tom.
Luckily for them, the South, it wasn't here. Well, yeah, it wasn't here.
Well, misplay there. So one of the few mistakes on the two-handed throwing goes off of Bumpy and out bounds, giving Burton possession. And Burton will go to the bench. Coming in number 3, Calvin Gizokos, and look like number 24, Kieran Hummer. Will enter the game.
It's a good player.
This is a Gizokos years ago, Tom, football player. I wonder if there's a relation there. Matt Gizokos, I believe the name was. Could be. Not a common name. See what he can do is Burton now up the side looking for a little two-man game, give and go. If he could have won that foot race, he would have gotten it right back. That's going to be a goal kick. I thought maybe it would have been a corner if it had gone off and south, but it didn't. Yep.
South was able to get back very quick.
You have to wonder too if fatigue becomes a factor here, Tom, as well. Yeah. Well, Miguel, I want to say this right. Okoye, O-C-Q-U-E. Anyway, Miguel had a chance for an odd rush there earlier on, and I just don't know if he had that extra gear this late in the game. So we'll see if that comes back. Bite him later on.
When they should get 15 is about 15-minute mark left.
They're pacing themselves. And you see the game, the strategy change late, right? I mean, if you have that, nursing that one goal lead, you'll fall people back and just continue to try and clear the ball, and the other team will try to push. Sometimes that creates opportunities. There's a cross here in front of the Girton net. Yeah, and the spacing there, I think the South may have been a little off. We're going to get a nice shot here, I have a feeling. Boom, Yahtzee, and that's going to go in. And nobody played that, Tom, as Dan Miranda was looking for someone to mark him up, and he had a free waltz towards the net and just put his right leg into it.
You called it. You saw the shot was going to be there. Miranda pounced on that loose ball and puts it home. 28-13 left in the game contest, and South with a 3-1 lead. And you've got to think the way South plays and they maintain possession in this second half, but that's going to be very tough for Britain to overcome.
Well, and you also, as we talked about earlier, we'll see as we go backwards, go forward, we'll see if, if Girton starts to force the issue here a little bit with some of their backline players, and if South, in essence, drops back. We'll see if anything changes.
Jason, when I go backwards, I never see you go forward. I don't know why.
Well, it's a great concept, and it's a difficult one, it's interesting when we play soccer, it's, a chance there for Girton, just outside the box. Yeah, that was about 12 yards out. That was a great opportunity there. Went by the boards, and South gets possession back with a give and go. And well done there, good spacing by and he'll find, as we talked about, Bumpy down the backside. Let's see if he gets it back. And that field goal is up, and it's good. But unfortunately, we're not using those posts. We would like to see Bumpy. I believe it was a Showa coming from behind. I'm not 100% sure, but it looked like he could have dropped it off and given an uncontested shot. sure they'll go back and watch it on the film and call there.
It's early, I know.
Not sure what the call was, Tom. Miranda was a little aggressive, I suppose. You can start to see, Burton defense is creeping a little bit forward, which can create some opportunities for South as they reverse field and they can go across the way, and they do.
My favorite play. South's got it going. It's just a mile. Always.
Tom, you're a sport, you're not supposed to have favorites, are you?
There's a
Whoa!
There's right through, and you would have thought the Pico wouldn't see it because he was screened a little bit, like in hockey, but he did keep an eye on it.
He kept an eye on it.
If that ball was in the air, I think that's going to be a goal, because he reacted a little bit too late.
Well, it almost went off one of his own players' heels, Tom, and that could have changed the direction of the thing. That would have changed the complexion of the entire game. So, getting a bit lucky. You were saying you scored a game winner against
It's
North.
North last year, but the kid's grid was not.
Thank you.
Well, speaking of grids, I'm sure these kids are all happy to be out here playing. You got a free kick, and that's going to roll just to the outside. Well, and you mentioned earlier, Tommy, your goaltender that came in, I believe, is Sebastian Bernard. He came out, had to be aggressive there, and because he was, that's no goal. He doesn't come out. That may be an easier opportunity for South. So.
Goaltenders will always come out. The law doesn't say they have to. Stand back and move back.
Don't cut the angle down.
Yeah, don't cut the angle. Leave it aside.
Especially in soccer. Now Girton, again, you see there, Tom, it's the white shirts far outnumber the yellow shirts at the point of attack. So, 3-1 here, 24 minutes and 35 seconds of counting, not including any extra time that we might have here. As South again starts on the attack. Foot race, it is onside. He's got an opportunity. He shoots it. It's a great defensive play there.
He was bothered, couldn't get the shot off, and forced him to top the ball.
That was Lopez in a foot race. And great job of keeping the play on side and then stepping on the gas pedal. Had a great opportunity. I didn't get the number of the defender for Girton, but he made a nice play by stepping in front, clearing that thing out to the side.
Just seem to wait a little bit. 2 seconds.
Get a little more control on that ball. Potentially is Miranda coming from behind, trying to slow down the Girton attack. Sing now. There's it back over. There's Miguel, and Miguel gets tripped up. No call, but there will be Girton possession. And I believe that gentleman right there, number 3, that was Calvin Jazokos, who we aforementioned. Yep, there it was.
That was Jazokos.
Yep. And here we go with numbers. You have a 3-on-1, Tom, and it is on sides. Oh!
And I'll tell you why it's a 3-on-1. There was Jazokos. He was bringing the ball up.
Well, you're inside that, that 25-minute mark where you're down 2. You got to force the issue.
You have to. Jazokos got back, but there was a break for South there because
that was Mason checking back in now. Yeah, I think this is our third of the game. I love the corner with Tom. Big fan.
Rocky changed his clothes set, which is a good idea, because these games don't really count.
Right.
Tournament games are already set.
Right.
And Green's actually cut a bye. So, they have, because it's a blind draw.
Sure.
So they went, they did not count the records. The only sport that's counting the records is football. So,
I almost think in soccer you almost want to play,
Shot.
A nice crosser there to the back post and a good effort. Just a bit high and wide, but
so North will play South next Monday. I'm sure we'll have that for you here on ETV. I'm not sure the time yet, but they will play each other on Monday. In the first South, They get line draw, and that's how they see it.
Burton on the move, they'll force the issue. Great pass in the middle to the side. He has a man open on the far post. Couldn't find him on the cross, but they went to the other side.
Gotta hit it here.
Oh.
No, great bunch, great job of bunching up defenders by South to make sure that that ball just hit.
Like Bishop Burton missed an opportunity there, wide open on the right-hand
Gotta
side.
get a shot.
Again, we talk about now, point of no return for Girton as they kind of force the issue. We'll see if they try to go back into Zokos, and they do. See how they do it. Just South winning the on ball. And that was Amata just getting to the ball first as they reverse feed. Tom mentioned the game being covered north-south, playing in game next week. We also have some football action for you this Friday night as both South and North apparently will be televised. North will host Londonderry here on Friday night at 6:30. Nashua ETV, while Bedford will host South, and the Bedford community television folks will be providing that game.
Oh, here's Amata.
And that's going to be a goal, and what a play by Amata. He just went left foot.
But he turned on the chest.
He did.
All of a sudden, he just flipped the gear.
That's the difference, Tom, right? It's what they do with the ball when it's on their foot in order to pick up that extra gear. And that has made a difference here this afternoon in my estimation. Is anytime it's been a dead heat, South seems to get a foot or step or two in front of the defender and make a play for themselves. 4-1 now. 20 minutes, 34 seconds, or 35 seconds rather. Go here in regulation.
Amata hadn't been on that rig. He just stood in that spot and got open. When he was open, all of a sudden, brings it down and it just shifts gears. Gets the speed, gets the very important. That's the thing that's part of it.
He sure does. He sure does. And that's,
Can I call him Mason or can I call
you
him?
called it,
My
Tom.
favorite, Ethan Amata.
Nice pass there.
Lopez, he's going to shoot it. Nope.
Back to, was that Miranda found Lopez, who I believe then found, I think it's Cacciapilli. I want to make sure I say that. Yep, 8, yep. And a great job. And again, you see the game played in triangles, Tom. Unbelievable. Great spacing, good ball movement, and even though you don't come away with a goal, from a schematic standpoint, you have to be pleased if you're Nashua South.
He's got 50 players.
Right.
So we'll play Tom Bell and Sandy after the North. Central's got the best 11.
Yep.
He said, well, we have the best 22.
Right, right.
We'll see if that makes a difference.
I like what I've
Sure, he doesn't
seen.
like having to play North.
I'm sure he does not. You know, the incentive there, nothing to lose if you're North, and you know, South one of the prohibitive favorites. I'm assuming going in is play is on sides, and they're going to look again for Lopez, and he wins that ball. He shouldn't have, but he did. And now Cacciapilli now back to Lopez. Lopez will probably try to cross it here. We'll see what he does. He goes to the right foot. Good aggressive goal there. Did you say that was Ethan Leary? Okay. Good aggressive play there by the Girton goalkeeper. Keeps that 5th goal out of net. But again, if you're Nashua South, you have to be real pleased with the scheme of what you're doing out here. No matter who's on the field, you're running your system. You're running your plays effectively. See if Girton reverses here. If they don't, they stay near side. Give and go action there. Yeah, and that's just a matter of skill right there. Great tackle there by Ryan. Is it Hadashay? I want to make sure I say that right. Hadashay. We'll call him Ryan. How's that? South probably get it to the side. Look for some type of cross, or here they do. They get it back to the middle. And they've got a great streaker down the right side. He wins the foot race. play is onside.
Aiden Lorenzo is rolled for good. That
Okay.
is the play.
There you go. Aiden Lorendo coming out with a nice aggressive play before. Lorendo will get an opportunity. Now what he can do with that. Wow.
Yeah, going on here with the Rockets.
And Tom, just another great example, conceptually, if you understand soccer, it doesn't come from the middle. It comes from the sides. It comes from the wings. It comes from those forwards pressing the issue and getting the crossers to your gifted athletes.
And the goal scorer there,
It was a roll. Yeah, it was Lopez again, I believe. Yeah. So, and the thing is, Tom, is Lopez was marked. There was a defender on him. He just made the skill play.
outside of the
Yeah. And I'm sure Bellin's message really hit home at halftime. As you mentioned, with the likes of Manchester Central and some of these other teams that are at the top of the standings, you cannot afford to come out lackadaisical and assume you're going to be able to just make up the difference whenever you want. So
Now, the way the tournament works, everybody is playing, they play their local teams. Here's another play right here. with somebody-
he's out of net. That's going to end up just over the top.
Open net. Boy, now tied in, you can lose it at that point. So the way it works, you've got your local groups, your local league. You play them all season. So then what you have to do is you have to play out of the, you have to play your way out of the league. Not out of the league, you get to play in the league and play your way to win the league. So there's, usually 5 teams, and so there's 4 or 5 teams. So there's a playing game. Some regions have 2, over at our youth ball that we're trying to get to, but again, they know they're not going to win those races, they're going to decide. So,
Allows him to get back on defense.
so the quarterfinals is the regional finals.
Okay.
And then go to the semis. And the semis are designated, this region is going against that region. Whether it's on the and you check it, click on there, and click on tournament info, and you'll see the brackets and everything else. So, the regions, certain regions, I think it's 1 versus 4, and 2 versus 3.
Okay.
And they're already designated whichever region is going to have home field for the semifinals and the finals.
Hope y'all got that at home. You lost me at quarterfinal.
Exactly. So well, basically, it's a certain region against a certain region winner against a certain region winner in the semifinals. And that's already been pre-designated. I think it's 2 versus 3 and 1 versus 4.
Well, I think too, Tom, the biggest takeaway from this is, look, you're probably not going to be able to please everybody in terms of who got the draw, who got the buys, but what's your alternative at this point? Right? Would you rather not be playing? I mean, I think if you ask any kid that's out there, they would much rather be out here playing, even if it's a 5-1 game. Or
they decided no penalties against teams for only playing certain amount of games.
Yep.
The virus.
Yep.
So they just keep on playing.
Sure.
So that's how you're doing it, but it's all in the home field, no neutral sites.
Okay.
So in other words, and if I'm not mistaken, this region here does not get home field after they get out of the region.
Now that seems a bit, that doesn't seem right to me. I think you'd want to, I could be wrong, but would you want to host it at a venue that's capable of, and I don't know what the
You're not
other.
looking at it that way, because A, you don't have to worry about the venues because you don't have to worry about fans.
No, I understand
So
that part of it.
that's the deal. So they're basically just going with the home site.
Okay.
And not going with venues. Because also, I think the deal is you don't want to bring people from out of town into town. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
that's how that is.
absolutely.
And that's why I feel with teams, if they, in terms of the written playing game that they're going to have this weekend, team has got the rule where, okay, you can't travel beyond a certain point.
Right.
That's their rule. You can't travel beyond a certain area. Well, okay then. You played 2 games during the course of the regular season. If you can't travel, then basically
Everybody's gonna come, like, if you made it to the championship game, would
Yeah,
you,
I mean,
how would that
well,
work?
I would say don't play. You know, I would say you haven't played anybody in the league.
Yeah.
So, and it's not your fault, but, you know, I don't think we're looking at a state championship team anyway.
Right,
So-
but let's say they did, you know, catch lightning in a bottle and start running the table. What would happen if they made it to a team, to play a team like Nashua or?
You know, and so Brown is told me, okay, we'll give you solid from you, but you gotta be able to do your thing. And the answer is no. So, as far as I know. So they're still trying to figure it out. They're trying to get a neutral site. Crocker was the choice, but Crocker wasn't available. It turned out that Crocker wouldn't be available. So it's just.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't like it. As soon as Keene said they wouldn't be able to leave their area, I would say, okay, you're out for this year. Play your schedule, or play in a different division.
Right.
Hey, they lost to Lebanon, 21-0.
What was the score?
21-0. So they played
Real defensive.
So they played Lebanon and Monaco. Okay? So, all right, put them in that place. Let them play out there. Playoffs.
Is there anyone watching?
Here.
28 at one point.
Yeah.
You know, and instead of causing all the issues that are going to be caused. And I think that's how you have to do it, and that's how they should.
Interesting. Had some substitutes check into the game here for Bishop Burton. It was Ethan Leary, number 14, and for South it was Luca Frioni, and I believe it was Julian Grant Strada. Inside of 12 minutes now, regulation time to play. I'm actually friends with the superintendent for Keene. They played Pop Warner football with him.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. They're in an area that's pretty isolated from the state. They want to stay that way. Stay that way. You know, but don't force people to come to you when they shouldn't have to. And that's how I feel. And again, that could have been solved by having them play out of the division this year.
Again, folks, Tom King's opinions do not reflect the view of the
Oh yeah, they do, because they'd rather televise the game. You know, they'd love to televise it.
like an infomercial here. All right, can't get those 5 minutes back. Nashua South now on the attack, and he'll rear back and fire. That was Elliot Mason. That shot. Ian Morendo on the save. Got a whistle here. And look at Tom, hands on knees for Curtin. I don't know, you're at the point now where, you know, there is some fatigue. And checking in now is Ryan Betancourt, number 26, a junior from Britain. Yeah. The Nashua South.
And I think they can drop it.
Could be.
It seemed like they were really good.
They're catching Philly checking in for the Purple Panthers, and it could be. And the young man that's coming out right now, Tom, that is Zachary Morrison.
And Morris is
He's,
their guy.
he has played
He is their best overall player.
up and down the field, aggressive. He does a lot of
Look
dirty
at him,
work.
and you
Yeah.
can tell that this kid has put out maximum effort.
No question.
He's just lost his name, it looks like.
Yeah, he's done a lot of running.
He's exhausted.
So here comes a cross down the far side. I think they're going to call the offside here. I'm not sure what the call is. Maybe nope, a foul maybe. Yeah.
It'll be on BG.
Yeah, South's going to get a free kick
Yeah, it
here.
looked like they were going to be a BG ball. The way they were looking at all of a sudden, that changed.
So
So here you go. So the 25-yard line. So 35 yards. Low shot.
you know, and the thing is, Tom, from up here you look at it, you don't realize how fast that ball is really moving and the spin that is on it.
See, the spin is what hurt Pico
Right.
on that goal that Gert had. He kicks it with his fingers, but there's so much spin on it that it goes behind him and drops it from there.
You have a feeling that Pico just said to himself after that's the last one for today because that was
Yeah.
my mistake and that's going to be
Right, because see, he had to reach for it. He tried to touch it, and to spin off his finger as you go away. And normally what he could do is just deflect that ball away.
Oh, good hustle there. Great play.
Just physically defend it.
Estrada really made a nice
You
move
can
ball
almost,
there.
you can almost clean up this. You have his contact right
This Nashua South team, very deep, very talented. A relatively close game in the early going. You saw the benches for both teams South clearly. Their next 11 are as good as their starting 11, as Tom King alluded to earlier. And really not a loss in talent or skill thus far. Certainly not in hustle because they have fresh legs. Tell me, Tom, what do you think of the home and home? I like it. I actually
I
like
like
it.
the way it's worked out for this year. I mean, that's the way we
Yeah.
Look at
Oh, boy.
Look at this.
Nobody on that back post. Time again, I get frustrated. Nobody on that back
Josh
post.
is coming down right there.
And that's a, I don't know, is
But
that a skill thing where you're, as a kid, you're like, oh, he's going to take it, but I'd love to think that it's an easy goal, it's an easy cross. That's going to come back and bite him maybe later on. Yeah. Yeah.
Notice that?
Yeah, it was just,
Stop
yeah.
playing, they let him go.
Yeah.
Good.
This play is onside here, and a great rush by Miguel.
It's not like they've got enough numbers. They've got enough numbers. Here's an opportunity.
Cross, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. South gets back, but Miguel made a nice crossing pass, and he's played well today as well. Number 20 for Bishop Burton, Miguel. Hopefully, I want to make sure I say that right. But number 20 for Burton has really been hustling up and down the field and is trying to get a nice cross with it. One of his teammates couldn't finish it off. Good battle here. Looks like Cameron Mills on the rush.
Got a beautiful.
Yeah. There it is. Nobody on that back. But of course, the other thing too, Tom, and as much as we want to be on that back post, they have to stay on sides. So that's the other key. So the defense creeps up on purpose.
They have to wait for the ball to be
Yep,
kicked.
yep. But when the defense is really fading back, I just think you have to force the issue.
Well, I think what they should do.
Yep. That's the most difficult thing is keeping that play on side. So as quick as I am to rush to judgment and say, rush the back post, it has to be done on side. Nice aggressive play there by Melendez as he forces the issue. Good touch pass there. Yeah, Juna Antula with an opportunity there. And that play obviously set up by the nice interior pass from Melendez. I believe he got it to Mason, and Mason just dropped it off. Another rush here. Let's see how this one's going there. Lorenzo coming out, rolling it out, keeping possession up the left-hand side. Goes Girton, stolen there by Nashua South. Get it off to the side. Whistle stops play. Girton now with possession. Another opportunity there. So, the opportunity for Girton to get back on defense. They sure are. More players coming in. Leon Hamid. It looks like 17 Ryan Barhani. Coming in for Girton. Some more fresh legs taking the field for the Cardinals. We're now inside 5 minutes.
felt as precise as this Nashua South. Nashua South boys.
I know what you're gonna say, Tom, the Girton girls, right?
Very precise, very well coached. I know Justin, you coached this year. Winston Hawk, very, very good with them. They dominated their cluster. But they have to play a playing field.
Yeah.
So,
You know, not always a bad thing, Tom, I think,
they're
when
fine, yeah,
you're,
they have to
you
sit.
know,
They can play.
they
You
get
know
to
what,
play.
soccer, one goal can change the whole
sure
game.
could. And speaking of one goal opportunity, here we go, plays onside, we'll have an opportunity. Okay. Yeah, I was taking a look at that roster earlier, Tom, the Vision Girton girls roster, and I talked to a couple of local coaches about that particular team, and they are stacked, they draw from a lot of kids from a lot of different areas.
Yeah, they went through a period where they struggled a little bit. And then last year, they had a good influx of freshmen. Here's a play right here.
Oh! Now, to me,
Wow!
that was a bit aggressive.
That was. I would have called something there.
I don't think he did.
No, there's no call. Nope.
Hmm.
That was a hard hit. You know what? If you're a defender on South,
I mean,
I think you've got to try to get the ball and knock it away, force the opponent to hit, or force it to go.
that was it. It was Julian Estrada just kind of threw his right shoulder. And I think you see right now there's going to be a injury substitution. I believe as don't have a number 11 on my BG roster. Not sure who came in as another opportunity for Girton. See if they can make it pay off, and they don't. Wrong goal, Tom.
Wrong goal is right. You're not going to feel like that. Yep, had an opportunity there to fly. They stopped the clock, by the way. First half, 2 minutes. Second half, 5 minutes.